Life could be narrowed down to two different factors: strangeness and randomness. And video games take inspiration from real life. So how does a video game implement one of life's most common things? Simple, a random number generator.
I must flee!
Or RNG for short. In its most bare bones form, RNG is the idea of events or occurrences happening by a number generation with percent chances of occurrences to happen. Overall, I find that the best forms of RNG come in battle royales, the most popular battle royale game being Fortnite. Now, there are some reliable forms of gaining supplies, like vending machines and merchants. But for the most part, all of your gear is going to be coming out from chests, which can give you from guns, consumables, and gadgets, which works well with the gameplay, making you need to improvise with whatever you have at your disposal, which could break it in a competitive setting, but I think that Fortnite works better as a party game, where it doesn't really matter. And I would say that this is the good that can come out of RNG. But what about the bad? This game, along with many roguelikes and fantasy games, it feels that RNG is your biggest foe, because it decides whether you can play the game without an insane difficulty tweak. With low drop chances from chests, mobs, events, even down to bosses. Picture fighting a boss multiple times, gathering ingredients for potions and ammo, and recharging your real-life mental status to fight a boss again to get the chance for a drop that only has a 35% chance of dropping. I don't need to picture this, cause it's happened, but it's worth the pain, I assure you. But keep in mind that Terraria is one of the greatest games of all time, right up there with the original Resident Evil 4. Here's the part where I talk about the worst outcome of RNG to be in video games. The one which is literally cited against you. Think about all of the rumors that you heard about drug dealers. Now take all of that, but make them real. Then you got loot boxes. Loot boxes are the pinnacle of awful RNG. But for this video, I'm going to be talking about the worst possible loot boxes ever. Warface is the worst account of RNG and gambling ever, right beside Infinite Warfare. Just a quick note here, I've never actually bought Infinite Warfare, and I'm not going to be mentioning it, that way I don't look like a charade. To those who might know, Warface is an indie first-person shooter with awful pay-to-win strategies, where all the best weapons are locked behind loot boxes. And also, most of the time you actually get these weapons, they're only for a trial, meaning you only get to have those good weapons for 2 to 3 days, making you need to buy them again just to play with them. And above that, besides all the starter weapons, all the weapons that you fully unlock without a trial, they all have break-in usages, meaning you need to pay to repair them.
But what about the cosmetics?
I hear you say. Well, in Warface, those also modify the way you play by enhancing your stats. But the thing is, those things also need to be repaired and have trials too. For some reason, the video game audio wasn't showing up, so I had to improvise and put the Roblox explosion there. But by far the worst part about Warface are the tactical grenades. You know in Call of Duty, you just equip them and you get 2 every life? Well, not in Warface. If you want to use a tactical, you need to buy it from the store for every use. So in conclusion, RNG can either improve or ruin a game's fun and reputation. So all in all, the outcome is always random. And by the way, screw Warface.